Welcome to Parlay Power Hour for September 15th, 2021. This is the Electric Factory. I have more swag, more drip than G Money Grant Mitchell, my co-host. G Money Grant Mitchell, how you doing today?
Did you almost say this is the electric slide? Well, I heard an S sound.
I don't know. You know what? I was thinking about my next insult to burn you, and that got in my head. I'm not good at multitasking. And I'm thinking, Grant, I'm thinking about the picks. I'm thinking about insulting you. I'm thinking about opening the show. It's a lot of shit going through my head at once, Grant. But here, I have a question for you. Since you didn't answer my question on how you were doing. Grant, do the people need the picks or the people want the picks?
You can't even get your own catchphrase right.
Do the people want the picks, Grant?
No, Tanner. The people need the picks.
There it is, baby. All right, love it. Grant, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm ready. I messed up yesterday. For some reason, the Astros seem to always lose when I bet on them. So note to self. But other than that, I've been pretty successful on the show, and I feel like I've got some good picks lined up today.
We hit a lot. I mean, didn't we hit our risk or our lock yesterday? Every day we hit our risk, and I hit mine.
You don't hit yours every day. You're normally because you about 50% of your picks are the Red Sox money line, and they never win.
So. I don't know if you saw, Grant. I don't know if you saw last night. They whooped the Mariners' ass. They're going to do it again today at 4:00. Thank God we have a 4:00 Red Sox game. We were talking about that. All right. Caesars Sportsbook, Sports 20 RF, risk-free bet up to $5,000, guys. We will be riding with Caesars here, but DraftKings and FanDuel are coming to the Sports 2.0 network, so look out for that today. This is the best hour of your day. This is the Electric Factory. This is me and G Money's bonding time, and we are just chilling here on Parlay Power Hour. We're going to get right into it. Cardinals money line. How the hell are the Cardinals in the wild card right now, Grant? I don't know. I'm stunned. I'm shocked. I'm disturbed. It's interesting to me.
Yeah, I don't know how they are in the wild card spot, but they are. They will be taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers in a best of one if the season ends at 10:06, and it's 10:05 right now, on the East Coast at least. The Cardinals have won their last 4 games, and then they lost to the Reds, won 2 more before that, both against the Dodgers. So, quality wins. They're 2-0 in this series with the New York Mets, who they've got today. They've got an interesting pitching matchup here. We've got Tyler McGill for the New York Mets. He's 3-4 with a 4.06 versus John Lester, 5-6 with a 4.75. John Lester, not the John Lester we used to know. At this point, these two are very similar, at least in terms of how they've performed this season. I mean, like you said, Tanner, the Cardinals are 6 games over 500, and they are somehow in the wild card spot, ready to take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. That doesn't even sound right, but I have no faith in the Mets. Yesterday, they only lost by 1 run, but they lost the first game 7-0. They've given up 7 runs in both games so far, and that probably should be enough runs to win this game because the Mets simply don't score enough.
Yeah, I mean, McGill's going today for them, right?
McGill and Lester.
He was good for 1 start, and then he just fell off the face of the earth. The Mets think they're all tough, like Javi Baez, Francisco Lindor. Oh, we're going to fight the Yankees. We're going to give them thumbs down, all this bull crap. Like the Mets, I have no respect for the Mets. So I like
Tanner, if there was a Royal Rumble in Major League Baseball, which team is winning?
Probably the Yankees. The Yankees are soft, though. We got to factor that into the equation, too. You know who probably would win? Let's see. I don't know. That's a tough question. We should do a poll. What do you think?
What would be hilarious is if a team like the Diamondbacks or the Pirates, just because they're so mad because they keep losing, they come out and stomp everybody in this Royal Rumble. It can't be a really good team. There's no way.
It could be the Yankees just because they're like big. Like they have like Luke Voigt and Anthony Rizzo, but I think Rizzo's kind of soft, honestly. They got Gallo, like Gallo's soft. Like the Yankees are just big, but they're soft. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the Astros would talk all this shit and get smoked.
I don't know. I think the Astros would show up and deliver. Like that's just what they do. Like it's like I equate like the Astros won by cheating, obviously, but they came back and they almost won without cheating in a year where everyone hated them. So I mean, I don't know. I think the Astros are some bad dudes. Like, and not like in a bad, like they're bad dudes. Like cool.
Yeah.
Playing.
I would probably take the Yankees, honestly.
I would too, probably. Yeah, I think the Yankees would deliver. Plus, they just got that New York mentality, or the Phillies. We can't forget about the Phillies, the freaking whack job Philadelphia Phillies. How about this? What happens if we had like a fan base do a Royal Rumble? Philly, New York. Yeah, that's what it would be.
Yeah,
Philly.
yeah. 100. Nobody else would get close.
I think, no, Boston would. It would be Philly, New York, Boston. Those three. Yes. Boston's got some people. Yeah.
No, you guys are just unless you get your Irish crowd out in full force, then maybe the drunk Irish crowd. Then you'd have a chance.
All right, Grant. I don't care. I don't care about this conversation anymore. Guess what day it is? Here, wait. Guess what day it is?
I think I know. Considering we have him on the show, we're gonna get to talk to him here in just a moment.
It's Julio Urias Day. What's up, G Money? I am Julio Urias, and I'm here to tell you why you should bet on me tonight. Merrill Kelly is pitching against me. He is absolute dog water. I'm 17-3. I lead the league in wins. 2.98 ERA, 163 innings, 175 strikeouts. What can't I do, G Money? And my offense is legit. I got Max Muncy. I got Justin Turner. I got Chris Taylor. I got Cody Bellinger, who can't hit the goddamn baseball, but you know what? Maybe he'll deliver tonight. AJ Pollock's on the DL. I guess Chris Taylor's day-to-day, but he'll play tonight. We're looking good right now. We're hitting 241 as a team, 206 home runs, 328 cumulative on-base percentage. Our team ERA, you ready for this, G Money? Our team ERA, 2.98. Team ERA, G Money. That's filthy, and that's pretty much thanks to Max Scherzer. Let's go. Let's go. Yankees win the World Series. I can't take this kid anymore. It's Julio Urias Day. All right, we'll deal with him in a minute here. Julio Urias on the bump. Dodgers cover. Let me see how many games we have covered in, Grant. All right. So we covered against the Diamondbacks yesterday. We covered against the Diamondbacks the day before. We covered against the Padres in 2 of 3 games, Grant. We are legit. Go Dodgers. This is easy money. Stick it in a parlay, and let's rock and roll. Julio Urias, wait. All right. Tanner's back.
Tanner's back. There he is.
Here's why you should bet the Dodgers, because they're the better team. Okay, let's deal with this kid now. All right, let's go. Yankees win the World. The Yankees are not going to win the World Series. Stop. Like, believe me, we love the comments, but like this.
I think he tuned in late, Tanner. We were talking about a Royal Rumble, and we said the Yankees would win, not the World Series.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Yankees win the World Series. So did he get confused saying we were gonna think?
Maybe he tuned in late, and he just picked up that I'm taking the Yankees.
Listen, the Yankees are not going to win the World Series. Who's going to win the World? You know what? The Yankees might not even make the playoffs. Like, realistically, when we look at the schedule, it could be the Blue Jays and the Red Sox down the stretch here. So we are ready, but it's not going to happen. Like, I'm ready. And by the way, too, if the Yankees win the World Series, I could give a shit because I picked them to win the World Series. So I tweet that clip and I look like a freaking superstar. So you know what? Whatever. We're good. Red Sox win the World Series. Anyways, G Money. D-backs Dodgers. Lock. Easy. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. There's not a whole lot else I have to contribute. Really, my only contributions is just like how ridiculous are the Dodgers. You were talking about that team ERA. If you want to break it down just to the starters, Walker Buehler 2.3. Trevor Bauer, he's gone, 2.59. Julio Urias 2.98. Gonsolin was a 2.47. Max Scherzer's at a 2.0. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Trevor Bauer's headed up to Toronto as his punishment next season.
if he is innocent,
he's going to be innocent based off the case. It looks like he's going to be innocent. So let's prepare for him to be innocent. They're going to ship him up to Toronto.
Well, I mean, if he is innocent, I would love to see him in Toronto. Like, all jokes aside,
yeah,
like that would be a pretty sweet landing spot to see him at.
I mean, if he's innocent, the Dodgers should keep him, honestly. But again, so I'm on a bunch of Dodgers like Facebook groups, and it was amazing at the beginning. They were like reaming this dude, like, oh my god, like, you know, whatever, rapist, all this stuff. And by now they're all like, we want Trevor Bauer back. We were like, Bauer's innocent. So it's amazing what's happened in the court case. But anyways, this isn't legal time. Legal time comes later in the day. We're talking Yankees Orioles now. Orioles John Means plus 154 G Money. I picked this, so I will go with it here. John Means, the nasty left-hander, 5.7, 3.42 ERA. Is John Means fantastic? By no means is he fantastic. I think since he got hurt, he's kind of been a little slower. Not slower.
By no means.
No?
You said by no means is he
Oh,
fantastic.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was like, what am I looking at the wrong freaking statistics here? John Means hasn't been as good since he came back from the injured list, but hey, you know what? He's playing for the Baltimore Orioles. He's still a reputable starter going against Nestor Cortez, who's been pretty damn good this season. I'm not saying I do think the Yankees will win this game, but it's a great risk-free bet to put money on the Orioles today. Orioles lost 7-2 yesterday. They're on a 4-game losing streak where they have been outscored. I'm not even going to do the math, but one of those games was a 22-7 loss to the Toronto Blue Jays. Yankees are 3-2 in their past 5. I'm rooting for the Orioles today because I want to see the Yankees drop down. I got a 4 o'clock Red Sox game. I got a 7 o'clock Yankees game. Doesn't get much better than this. Go Orioles on the money line, risk-free. Very good value here.
Yeah, you forgot to start this one off with the fact that it is the risk-free bet. So at plus 154, you're getting really good odds here. Yeah. John Means, sure, he's at a 3.4 ERA for the season, but his last 3 starts, 7 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. He's been consistent. One of those was against the Yankees, and one of those was against the Rays. So you know what you're going to get out of him. It's not going to be your all-star starter, but he's not going to be bad. He's not going to let them light up the scoreboard. So if the Orioles offensive talent shows up, which we always talk about, they have the pieces to be a good team in a few years, or at least they have a few pieces. If those guys can have one of their good days, which isn't, too hard to imagine because we've seen it multiple times this season, they show up, they get 5 runs early in the game. John Means does his usual, allows 2. Orioles should be able to close this one out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good bet. I mean, the Yankees always struggle against the Orioles. I think I saw a stat from Jared Carabas. I think the Orioles, like 20-something% of their wins this year have been against the Yankees. So the Yankees just don't play well against the Orioles in general. They won yesterday. I don't think they win today. I think the Orioles get the job done. Brewers -1.5 run line against the Tigers here. Tigers beat the Brewers 1-0. Pretty much the reason we picked this was the last time the Brewers had an embarrassing loss to the Philadelphia Phillies. They came back and they absolutely whooped the Phillies' ass the next day. 1-0 to the Tigers is an embarrassing loss. It's embarrassing for that offense. I think they bounce back and dominate today. You have Brandon Woodruff on the mound, 2.48 ERA. I mean, I love this bet. What do you think?
Yeah, this one's our lock of the day for the reason. Brandon Woodruff is in with a chance at the Cy Young. Probably not going to win it because of the talent that's going on in LA. But Brewers, you talked about it. They lost 12-0 to the Phillies. Next day they come back, they win 10-0. Prior to that loss, they had won 5 straight against the Phillies. And the Indians and the Tigers they're not any better than those two. Let's just leave it at there. And he's got a favorable pitching matchup against Matt Manning, who is 3-6 with a 6.1 ERA. Tanner, I know you got his T-shirt when he was in Connecticut, but he's going to lose today. The Brewers are going to cover this run line for our lock of the day.
Yep, totally agree with that. Love it. That was the best hour of your day, Grant. It was an efficient best hour of your day. 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It's because we ran out of words. We had an hour-long between the lines last night.
That was grit last night. So I went hour-long between the lines into hour-long ring chasers, and I was exhausted. It was hashtag grit. I was thinking about my Hokies.
Oh, your Hokies now.
My Hokies.
Hey, we're going to Morgantown. We got to beat West Virginia this weekend.
In Morgantown?
In Morgantown.
They're gonna whoop your guys' ass this weekend, Grant. The freaking West Virginia. That's all they got there is freaking football and steak.
Well, you want to know what's weird about this West Virginia team? They scored so they're 1-1. They lost to Maryland, who's, I mean, depending on who you talk to, the average will be that Maryland is decent. Defense a little suspect, but whatever. I think they scored 24 points in the first game loss. They face LIU in week 2, win 66-0, and even though they scored all those points, they're averaging 3.2 yards per carry. So, the best part of our defense actually I shouldn't say that because our secondary is pretty elite, but our defensive line's really good too. So they're pretty much going to have to throw all game, and I mean, that's not efficient, or it's not sustainable unless your quarterback's dialed in, and it's not like they have a great quarterback. So I feel like it's going to be kind of a shit show. I feel like it's going to be like a 21-24 type of game up there.
Yeah, I mean, I love college football Saturday. I'm so excited. College football, baby, nothing like it. Fans are back. Like, that's the best part about college football is the fans and the atmosphere and the pageantry and winning money on betting. So let's keep going here. G-Money, final thoughts. What are they?
Well, I'll tie it into what you were just talking about. Clemson's entrance, South Carolina's stupid one, Wisconsin's jump around. None of that shit matters. Virginia Tech Enter Sandman is the best entrance in college football. Lead singer of Metallica was talking about it on a Sirius XM radio show just a day or two ago. Check that interview out. I'm sure you can just Google or search on YouTube, Metallica, Virginia Tech, Sirius interview, and it'll pop up. It's pretty sweet. You should watch it if you're a sports fan.
No, there's some cool ones. I think Virginia Tech's probably the coolest entrance. I think Clemson's the most like the pageantry, like with the balloons and the hill and the like taking the bus around the stadium. Like that is cool. But like nothing's like Virginia Tech. I haven't seen it live. I hope I get to see it live at some point, but it's pretty cool seeing Enter Sandman, the place going nuts. Jump around in the third quarter is pretty cool too. But going into the fourth quarter, right? So I mean, I love that. And then Penn State whiteout game at Penn State's pretty cool too. So there's a lot of great stuff with college football, G Money. All right. Final thoughts from me is my Mac Jones jersey is supposed to come today. I don't think it's going to come, so I'm a little pissed off about that. I got Tatis sitting right here with me. Got a lot of content today. 4:00 Red Sox game. Lock it up. We're going to the World Series. That does it for Parlay Power Hour, G Money. Let's get it here. One thumb, one finger, one pinky, all love. See you tomorrow for another episode.